You know what I hope? That none of you have to make this type of call ever. Because honestly, it was the hardest thing I ever had to do. So what happened? Well, to start with, I just have to say that my boyfriend Jim was the strongest and the proudest man I've ever known. So he never even told his son Eddie that he was going in for surgery that day. You can imagine just how surprised and shocked Eddie was when I called him and told him they needed to drive the 80 miles to the hospital now. So naturally, the first thing Ed asked me was, is my dad going to live? I had to answer him honestly. I said, I don't know. I mean, being a kid, he was a teenager. It was hard for him to just understand or believe that there was even the possibility that he would lose his dad. You know, Jim was Eddie's biggest superhero. To be honest, Jim had been going downhill for months. And, losing our home just a few weeks earlier, which just the end of just any sense of control he may have had over his drinking habit. All that was left by this point was just a hollow shell of the man I loved. I felt so alone and abandoned. And that's what I remember the most. That's what breaks my heart. It's also what compels me to go on a journey daily to help men and women, just like you, break free from the destructive grip of alcohol and save their lives. I truly believe we can save your life. You see, Jim had been a very successful and hardworking man and very fit 62 at the time of his death. But he was also struggling with alcoholism. And I had begged him to stop or to slow down because I couldn't bear to see him consumed with it anymore. And he tried. He tried many times. He just couldn't quit. And I think the hardest thing of all was that he was ashamed of his inability to break free. It was almost like he had given up. And then he died. I will never forget that day. It was just so devastating. Jim woke up with chest pain, and so we went to urgent care, right? But what happened next absolutely shattered my life. Less than 24 hours later, even though we made it through surgery successfully, Jim was dead. And his son Eddie and I were stunned, and we were just left sitting by his hospital bed, just sitting the strongest man I'd ever known, lifeless. And hooked up to this dizzying array of medical equipment. And even though Jim's doctors literally sprinted down the hallway, trying to revive him one last time, every effort, it was just unsuccessful. And before I barely even understood or knew what was going on, the nurses were advising us, to say our last goodbye one last time. I looked at Eddie, and I could see he was just as broken as me. But you see, I lost my father, Jim, due to the devastating effects of alcohol. So hi, my name is Bonnie. I'm a certified concierge therapeutic alcohol cessation hypnotherapist for Alum Life. Although the story is painful and difficult to share, it led me to dedicate my life to helping hundreds of individuals break free from the destructive grip of alcohol, saving their lives in the process. After many years of research, I discovered the shocking truth behind the most effective and easiest way to quit drinking, and the hidden reasons why so many individuals struggle to quit no matter how hard they try. So now pay very close attention, because this information will save you a lot of time and suffering. As you probably already know, alcohol is the root cause of various problems, including low energy, impaired judgment, health issues, strained relationships, and emotional distress. It takes a toll on our physical and mental well-being, as well as those around us, and can easily lead to a downward spiral into hell. The problem is that so many methods, most of them, for clean drinking, such as sheer willpower, support groups, and medication, they don't work. And the proof is in their low success rate. So many individuals, maybe you have tried these methods repeatedly without achieving lasting results. And because of this, you often feel defeated and helpless. It's not your fault, though. The reason why these methods often fail is that they only address the conscious mind, and they completely overlook the power of the unconscious mind. If we knew the real reasons why you couldn't quit drinking, you'd be able to fix it. Willpower would be enough, but it's not, because your unconscious mind plays a significant role in your habits and behaviors. Actually, is where your habits and behaviors live, to be truthful. And this includes your relationship with alcohol, everyone's relationship with alcohol. And unless you change the subconscious programming, it can be extremely challenging, if not impossible, to break free from the grip of alcohol. But there is hope and a proven solution. Through a revolutionary hypnosis techniques, we have witnessed incredible transformations in thousands of individuals. I've seen hundreds myself, who have successfully overcome their alcohol addiction and regained control over their lives. I do have to be honest, though, it all began with me. You see, I could have just as easily been trapped in the cycle of alcoholism. Just to cope with Jim's death, the loss of my business in the house, and that was less than a month period of time. I had tried numerous methods, and they provided temporary relief, and I found myself back in the same old patterns. It was winter in Wisconsin, and I could, I had my two options. I could either start drinking myself to death as Jim had, or I could keep going. Keep looking for the solution. I obviously decided to keep going. And finally, I discovered the power of hypnosis, and everything changed for the better. Because hypnosis allows us to tap into the subconscious mind and rewire the deeply ingrained patterns and associations related to alcohol. Addressing the root cause at the unconscious level, we can eliminate cravings. We can strengthen your willpower and we create lasting change. We reframe and transform your life. Because we use a carefully crafted and tailored to you specific session. We guide you on a transformational journey to break free from alcohol's grip. You will discover inner strength and resilience you may not even have known it ever existed. And it will allow you to overcome the challenges and reclaim your life. So if you're feeling tired of feeling trapped and want to regain control over your life, I invite you to join our community at ALM Life. Together, we will embark on a journey of transformation, support, and empowerment. You don't have to face this battle alone. Just imagine a life where alcohol no longer controls you. Imagine a life where you are actually indifferent to alcohol and where you are free to pursue your dreams, to build healthy relationships, and experience true joy and fulfillment. It is within your reach, and I'm here to guide you every step of the way. So go ahead and contact us today and take the first courageous step towards a brighter, alcohol-free future. You deserve it, and your loved ones deserve it too. Let's break free from alcohol's grip together and create a life filled with happiness, health, and freedom.